welcome back to the second hour of Love Babz Love Talk. Man, we got a full house today. I am so delighted because I've got New Haven's finest in studio. Also, hey, Anthony McDonald. Hey, Azario Samuels. The Schubert people were in the house with them. How are y'all doing?
Recovering from a long weekend.
Well, you had Ailey, My Fair Lady. Like, what are y'all not doing over at the Schubert?
That's a great question. We trying to cover it all.
Well, I'm excited about this showcase. So Azaria, Anthony, tell me, how did y'all come up with this showcase, and what is it designed to do? And then we're going to talk to these beautiful artists.
Well, I think I'll take it away first. Over this past about 19 months since I've been in this community now, I've talked to a lot of different artists, and a lot of artists just kind of told me how the Schubert felt like it was at times like this kind of like faraway place that wasn't for them for some reason. They kind of always felt like they had to, if they wanted to perform on the stage, have to buy their way onto the stage and rent our facility, and that wasn't always a feasible, affordable thing to do because we're not a small space and we have union staff that provide top quality professionalism backstage, but that comes with a price that sometimes can be a little bit out of some people's reach. And so I just kind of kept hearing this from different artists from different parts of the community. And I was just like, you know what, this can't be okay. What can we do? And so, talking with the team, we just finally kind of realized that at the end of the day, while we are not producers of sort, we can produce an event in our own space where we bring together the community as far as really bringing some of the finest artists in our community, because the whole point is we live in a city that actually has a lot of talented people amongst us, where we don't need to go to New York to find them. We don't need to go to LA or some other part of this country to bring people in every single time. We have some amazingly talented artists right amongst us in New Haven. And so the idea was, what can we then do with that? Let's try to have a celebration of that talent. And not just on the stage, but also visual artists, restaurateurs, brewery companies that are all right here in our city. And so, I kind of started talking about this with the team. We started percolating on this idea some more. And Azaria then kind of took it away on then actually really going out there in the community for me and trying to find these different artists, which once again, while we say this is Elm City's finest, this isn't the totality of that. This is merely just the beginning. This is merely just the start of us bringing together some of the best artists in our community. And this can then continue. So those artists that are out there saying, well, what about me? You didn't find me yet. It's like, that's the key word, yet. So continue to reach out to us, continue to let us know that you're out there so that while we continue to build this program, we can get more artists into our building that, once again, we can support and showcase them to our community.
Oh, you know what's going to happen, right? November 6th, your phone is going to be off the hook and everybody's going to be like, me. So,
and that's all right, because we're not done.
I'm excited. This is like a big deal. So I know, is it Yex? Yex has to jump off in a few minutes. So I really want to make sure I get her in here to talk about what is your artistry, Yex, and what will we expect to see from you on the 5th?
Peace, Babz. How are you doing today?
It is lovely to see you, my dear.
It's good to see you too. So I just like to introduce myself in the regards of what I'll be doing at the Schubert as a poet. So, I consider myself to be a storyteller overall, and I'll be performing twice at the Schubert that night of the November 5th. Once as a solo artist, and I'll be sharing my poetry set with everyone, which is social justice focused. It really is an expression of what it is to live and exist as a Black person in this nation. And I will also be participating in the show with a group that is known as Movimiento Cultural Afrocontinental. What they do is they teach the African presence that exists in Puerto Rico through drumming, song, and dance. So the founder, Kevin Diaz, seeks to be able to engage the community through this art and the revival of this art that has been on a surge upwards more recently, again, to kind of express how we connect to our past, our history, our ancestors through the art of storytelling. So I really look forward to being able to come and display all these different forms of art, dancing, singing, poetry on November 5th.
I'm looking forward to it because, you know, I've heard you, so I know
I remember seeing you at
how good you
the
are.
word piano.
Yeah, so I remember seeing you, girl. I still, every time I think about it, I can still feel it in my spirit. So I can't wait to see what you do on this stage on the 5th. So Jalen, did I just see a video of you singing somewhere? Did I just see you on a stage singing?
Yeah, I think so.
So what was that like? And tell me what your favorite kind of genre is.
Well, to answer your first question, I love being on stage. I love performing. That's like music is my home. And
yeah, I saw that because you had the crowd rocking. So I was like, whoa.
No, I absolutely love it. It's the best feeling ever. And my genre, I just love music. I don't really think there's like a genre to categorize what I do. I love music. I sing country, rock, pop, R&B, gospel, you name it. I just really love doing what I do, you know, and other people see what I do and just, you know, flourishing like that.
So what can we expect from you on the 5th? Like what can you give us a little sneak peek of what music you might sing?
Yeah, so you're gonna get some R&B in there. It's gonna be some pop, you know. It might be like some trap soul vibes in there.
Trap soul vibe. Okay.
Yeah, you know, all types of things. I'm gonna have a live band with me, so we're gonna try to really like create an atmosphere that will leave people, you know, happy and just feeling like they just heard some great music. That's my job. So.
I love it. I love it. So, Ms. Brown, what talents are you bringing to the stage?
Hello, hello. I am an actress, born and raised actress. And for this specific event, I am going to do a monologue written by the wonderful Joy Harris from the perspective of a mother who has had a child, and it was never her goal to bring children into this world. So this is her process of what it was like to raise a young Black man and raise him to be strong and actually come to the realization of the man that he actually did become based on her ethics of raising him without knowing what better was. So this is a new piece. I've never seen a character like this hit the stage, and I think it's really important for us to see women, specifically Black women, in different forms. So I'm really excited for y'all to see and meet her. Her name is Lucy Guns.
I like the name.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Miss is it Layla? And what is your artistry?
So I'm also an actress. I will be I'm so excited to be a part of this, and on November 5th I will also be doing a monologue. So last year in the spring, I was working with Long Wharf Theater. I auditioned for this monologue competition called the Next Narrative Monologue Competition, and I had the pleasure of working with Jackie. She was one of my mentors, and she helped me prepare for the regional competition at Long Wharf Theater. In it was in late March, and along with one of my friends, Julia, who's also a part of Elm City's Finest, she and I qualified for nationals, and we had the honor of performing at the Apollo and performing our monologues. So I will be performing the same monologue that I did there, and I'm very happy to be a part of this. So thank you.
Oh, this is so exciting. So Azara, when you pull all these wonderfully talented young people together and you curate a set or a show, like how do you do this? Like, because this is a wide field of talent. Oh yeah. Singing and music and monologue and acting, and how do you curate this?
You know, Anthony pretty much said, run with it. And so what's here? What do we have? We have so much culture. We have so many talent. We have so many artists that are just hungry for stage opportunity. And we finally have that opportunity. It just doesn't have to be Broadway. It does not have to just be our rentals. we want to give that opportunity too. So it's exciting to see the different neighborhoods and the people that make up this city actually perform on this stage. And so when you think about that, that brings in so many different talents. So we also have Robot Monster, which they're a rock band. And so it's going to be exciting as well. So we bring in so many different levels. There's also Tay Fetty. His sound is amazing. He graduated from co-op and he made this song called Graduation. And it's awesome. And I mean, these people are just so talented. And this is in our backyard. So I always say it's these hidden gems. And you think about gems, they come in different sizes, they come in different shapes, all type of stuff. So I'm excited for us to be able to do this and give them opportunity because they're talented. I cannot wait.
So Anthony, it's not lost on you that they get to be on this very historic, famous stage and add this to their body of work so that when they are out there saying, I'm a professional entertainer or whatever it is, that they can list this as part of their work experience or their performance experience. And that carries some weight and some merit.
I believe so. And I hope so. I believe, I hope, and I hope that they feel the same way. But in turn, it's also important for us to have them on our stage as well, because oftentimes we get to call back to saying, well, Julie Andrews performed on this stage before, or Sidney Poitier performed on this stage before, Ella Fitzgerald, all these major figures in our history. Well, now they're a part of that. So as they continue to progress in their work and their artistry, one day we'll be saying, well, Jalen performed on this stage before, or Leela performed on this stage before. That's the idea. It's really a give and take. It's not just about them having an opportunity to perform on the Schubert stage and elevating themselves. It's really also about us being able to be a part of that community and to be able to say that we have these amazing artists perform on our stage. And we were also so lucky to have them do that for that moment. And hopefully, when they all become bigger and bigger and they're working with the likes of, the Denzels of the world or the Neos of the world, we can hopefully call them back and say, now that you've gotten that much bigger now, come on back and don't charge you too much. Let's get you another concert. Let's get you to perform another show, because that's really the idea, is that we are just blessed and they deserve a platform like the Schubert in their own community to be also have that opportunity to perform on this stage. And we're just happy that we can finally open up those doors to make that happen, make that be a reality versus just some kind of dream kind of thing. It shouldn't be a dream forever.
So Layla, Jackie, Jalen, have you rehearsed on the stage, which I know you have? How does it feel to be up there in rehearsal and to sort of look out and imagine like what this night will be like? Any one of y'all jump in.
I won't say it. They haven't been on the stage just yet.
Oh, they haven't?
Oh, no. It's yes. But I will say, well, actually, I won't say. I'll let you all talk.
Well, I will say this. It is I remember the first time I stepped on the Schubert stage and I have no talent. So to step on that stage and to sort of from the place, from that vantage point, it is breathtaking. I found it to be like, I almost fainted because I was like, oh my God, this is huge. So I don't know.
Well, I'll just tell you a quick story. So I graduated from co-op. That was almost like about 9 years ago, and we used the Schubert for our graduations. So I was on the stage a while back. But also the weird part about that story was after I got my diploma and I was walking down the steps, I tripped and I fell at my graduation off that Schubert stage. So I'm excited to redeem myself and get back up there and actually do what I love to do.
We look forward to you redeeming yourself.
Yes.
Keep that thought out your mind so you don't you don't want to think about that and have that happen again. We don't want that.
No.
Or just make sure it's a part of your monologue that you just had to just fall over somewhere real quick. That child.
Just gotta go with it. Don't break character.
So talk to me. Since y'all have not rehearsed on the stage yet, talk to me about the kind of time that you put in and the work that you do already for your talent, and what does that look like in your lives?
Well, I'll just speak a little bit about my process, and it's something that Jackie actually helped me back in the spring. I Well, for my monologue in particular, I have to really get into character because my monologue, it's about a mother who works at a gun factory, and her son is on a hunger strike against gun violence and school shootings. And I mean, obviously, I'm a teenager, I'm not a mother, so it's a little bit hard to get into character sometimes. But what I have to do is I really have to ground myself and do these exercises and kind of try to put myself in her shoes. And I I think that's kind of what helped me get into character in terms of processes. So yeah.
Jalen?
Um, I pretty much like rehearse 24/7 just with the mindset that there is an opportunity gonna come through, and I'm pretty blessed to have opportunities come, and so every week I have vocal lessons, I have band rehearsals, I have like artist development and
Are
things of
you a
that.
student? I hope you're not a student anymore. Are
No,
you
no, I'm not.
graduated?
Yeah, I graduated. I'm like full
I was like,
time
how is he
musician.
doing all this?
Yeah, no, it gets a little hectic, but like I wouldn't want to do anything else. So like I've been I've been preparing for this show. I'm very excited to do this show, and I've been right now I'm not singing much so that I can make sure that I doing my best then, but I'm definitely rehearsing, definitely practicing and getting in the groove.
Jackie?
For me, my process has been a lot of character development as well. This woman, Lucy Guns, is very different from who I am. She's very different from who I envision myself to be once I do become a mother. So this character has stretched me in a lot of different ways. And for me as an artist, I spent a lot of time by the water. It's getting kind of cold now, but I bundle up and I still go spend some time by the water. It's just something about seeing the freeness of how water flows that reminds me to just flow in my process, to not get so caught up in the technicalities of it. Because again, like I love what I do. I wouldn't want to do anything else. So me, I don't want to restrict myself in any way. I want to breathe life into this character. I want this character to be seen. I don't want myself on that stage. You know, it is me, but I am just a vessel. I am a storyteller. So
I
that's a
love
part
it.
of my work, is to just get me out of the way so Lucy can speak.
I love it. So Azaria, tell me, this is November 5th. Are there tickets for sale? Like how do people come to this?
Yes. So this is November 5th, and that's a Saturday. So for all of you that was wondering, it is a Saturday. It's going to be Good Saturday, we call it. And so tickets are $25. You can go online. You can go through Instagram. You can find us through Facebook. You can go on our website, Schubert.com. So we're there. If you click on Elm City's Finest, it's super easy. It'll walk you right to it. And so you can get tickets there. Also, I didn't speak about this earlier, but we will have visual artists a part of this experience as well. And so our visual artists are they're from different neighborhoods out of New Haven. So it's amazing to see this. We'll have this art exhibition. Creative Arts Workshop was able to really round up some artists and pull us apart with that. So that's going to be good. We have amazing restaurants. We'll have some vendors in the house. So we'll have some New Haven's vendors. We'll have lots of giveaways. We'll have some goodies. So you all just have to come and see these amazing artists, see this amazing art exhibition, and taste a little bit of New Haven as well.
So this is really a kind of a new concept for the Schubert to go this deep in the community. Like that's just what it is. It's deep into community and showcasing our talented young people or talented folks on that very historic and iconic stage. So talk a little bit about the thinking about, you know, this is real community building kind of stuff.
Well, that's the whole point. We're a part of this community. You know, the Schubert has been now in this community for 107 years. And it's only survived because the community has supported it. And even one of the first things that I did when I came last March was that I put on that COVID-19 vaccination clinic at the Schubert, because it really is about, at times, what can we give back to the community? Yes, we can sell tickets, and yes, we can ask for their money every single time, but at certain points, we always have to also think about what can we do to give back. And it's not just solely a transactional experience where you simply just give us your money and we're happy and you're hopefully happy. We have to do things differently at times as well to make sure that folks really understand that this is not just a one-way street, that the Schubert, in order to be another 10, 20, 30, 40 years, we got to also find ways to continue to bring artists, bring the community in the building. And one of those things that we do in a small way, is even the Free Family Fun Day, which is coming up on the 29th, where it's, once again, it's free. It's about the families. It's about kids coming into the building, wearing their costumes, getting candy, getting a whole big tour of the Schubert. And it's not just for families or kids. You can come to adults. But the idea is we do these kinds of events to really just bring folks into the building, to allow them to experience us in different kinds of ways, because we can't survive without the community around us. And that community is white people, Black people, Latino people, Native American, everybody in between. That's the community of New Haven. And that's why we're so blessed to have this diversity in our community. And I do hope that folks come to this event and realize and see that diversity in all the different facets of this day. It's really something that's, like I said, I'm really thankful that even the city of New Haven as well helped us put this together with some funding. With some ARPA money, to then the city of New Haven had funding that they were able to then find and provide to us. This really is a celebration at the end of the day of the best folks New Haven has to offer, some of the best folks. And we'll continue to, like I said, build upon that in months and years to come.
So artists, does this help build your fan base? Have y'all started building a fan base? Because I know all y'all are on social media at some point, somewhere. I know y'all got reels and TikToks and all of that. Does this help build your fan base? And how does that, what does that look like?
I think so. I think any chance that you get to share your art with people, whether it's 2 people or 2,000 people, it's a chance to expand and a chance to grow and to touch. I think that's the most important thing, is going in with the mindset to touch people and like to leave an impact more than like gain a supporter, because that kind of comes with it. You know what I mean? Like the more you touch people, the support naturally comes. So this is definitely an opportunity to, grow and gain and to touch people in a positive way. And, so for sure. Yeah, I think so.
Jackie, Layla?
I agree. Personally, I feel like in terms of exposure is always good. Like the more people who know you, who see you, will become a part of your story. And I think just as an artist, like that's part of the journey that I love the most, is the places that my artistry, the doors that it is opening, the places. Like I remember being so scared to even take on theater performance as a major in college, because, the stigma of you're not going to work, you're not going to make a living doing this. And I'm actually doing it, and I think that's also a part of what is revolutionary about this event itself, is that we are getting to show people that when you go for your dreams, things like this actually do happen for you.
So Jackie, before I jump over to Layla, so do you feel encouraged that you see so many actors of color in major films, on Broadway, in coffee houses? Like you're seeing way more women of color doing this very work. Does that encourage you? Does that give you much more hope about this work?
Yes, it does. It does encourage me, and it allows me to see myself doing that. I actually, after I haven't been able to see Woman King yet, but I'm hearing such great things about
amazing.
it. I know it is. I'm so excited. But just seeing the trailer and just seeing that that's a show, that's a movie that has been made. I have wanted to play a role like that, right? But I've never seen us in a role like that. So to be able to know that that is an option now is something that like gives me chills. And I want to then for myself begin to lay the foundation for those to come after me of like, what are the things that I can do that will be that inspiration for someone else, you know? So yes, it's definitely been great to see Regina King. I love her. She has a large resume. She's one of the people that I have been following for a long time. Yes.
So Layla, so this is I mean, you're just kind of starting out in this theatrical game. And so do you feel like this is a good opportunity for you to start building a tried and true fan base? Besides your mama in there, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, going off of both Jalen and Jackie, I think being able to connect with an audience and move them in that way, I think that's the most like important part for me as an actor. Like that moment when you're on stage and you're just truly just present in the moment. I think that's what I look forward to the most, and I think supporters come along with that along the way, like once you connect with them in that way. But I am really very grateful to have like my friends and family who support me and who support my art. So yeah, I'm very grateful.
I love it. So have y'all started talking about this to your friends and family and your networks and your communities? Have you, and what are they saying?
I definitely have. They're excited. I got some people coming through, my family. I don't always get to perform in Connecticut, so every time I get the chance to, I want my family to come. I really want them to see me do what I do live. So my family's gonna be in the building. I'm excited for that.
Jackie?
I dropped it in the group chat as soon as the flyer came out, and people are buying their tickets. Yeah, definitely family. Like for it to be in New Haven, family are coming out. My grandparents are coming. I have my fingers crossed that my grandfather comes because he never goes anywhere. But I feel like because it's close, he has no more excuses. So yeah, family and friends are definitely coming out to this event. And as soon as the flyer came, I'm like texting it to people. I'm like, hey, this is good. This is gonna be great. Like if you got the time, come out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You too, Layla?
Yeah, I'm really excited that some of my family will also be able to come, like some of them who weren't able to come to the national competition back in May. So I'm excited to see them there. And also a lot of my friends from school who haven't seen me perform before, I think they're gonna come. And I mean, although that makes me kind of nervous, I am excited that they get to see everybody, and it's gonna be really fun.
So Anthony, as the leader of the Schubert Theater, this has got to be kind of one of the cool things of your job, to sort of create this environment for some local artists to take on this stage.
It is, honestly. I went to school, especially when I was pursuing my master's, in many ways to produce. I saw a dearth of artists of color not getting an opportunity to perform on Broadway at that time in my life, and or working backstage, working behind the scenes in the admin side of things. And so I wanted to make a change. I wanted to be the catalyst for change so that I could see more people of color. Literally today, I'm pretty dressed down for most days of my life, but I'm also sporting my Howard.
Oh, we know. Just coming off homecoming. The
Mecca of Black education and just excellence.
Oh,
and
excuse me. You cannot do that with me on the phone.
Yes, I can, ma'am.
Florida A&M also had their homecoming this weekend. So.
Oh, the Rattlers! I know the Rattlers
too. And that's cute. But this is what I'm talking about.
You love this morning. I love it.
It's all love. But I grew up around that then while I was at Howard. And so I just wanted to make sure that somehow in my life I could provide those opportunities for other artists of color, because I know how talented we are. And sometimes all we need is an opportunity to showcase that. And now that I am in charge of this historic institution, I can hopefully now actually continue to provide those opportunities with the choices that I make, with the programming that we bring to the Schubert and to our community. And that's why even this weekend was a great example of that. We can go from a classic musical of My Fair Lady to write into Ailey too. You know, when and our audiences were not completely, but they were somewhat different looking. You know, but that's okay because that's our community. We're all here. And so the fact is, it's long overdue for us at the Schubert to put our local talent on our stage. You know, Arts and Ideas does it quite often, especially as they expand it into the community to bring their events into the actual physical communities. The Schubert, we can do the same thing, but it's in our own way. And this is just merely the beginning of that.
I love it. So Azari, I'm gonna give you the last word. What do you want to say to the community? What do you want to say to folks who are listening in this morning and who will listen after the fact?
Well, I will say you asked for the Schubert to be more in your community. You asked for the Schubert to be make better doors, make doors open, you know, for people in this community. And we're not cherry picking. So I will say, have fun, come, let's celebrate, have a good time, and let's see our community actually be on stage in this house. Like I said, it's visual artists, it's performing artists, and you get to buy from a little bit of our shops, and you also get to taste a little bit. So it's gonna be a win-win day. It's a Saturday. So I hope that everyone can, you know, make their way on down. So that's my little bit there. And I thank you, Babz, because let's not forget, you will be our MC for this. So we are blessed and we're excited. Okay, we know you will bring us to life. So I
am so looking forward to this because I love performance. I love performance, and you have such a lovely mix of artists. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this many artists in one place on one stage in one night. It's just an amazing opportunity for them, and I want to see them rise. And I so appreciate y'all opening these doors like that because it hadn't been done. So, so the fact that it's being done is. So good luck, Jackie, Jellen, Layla, and Yaz. I look forward to seeing y'all on the 5th, and I appreciate your time this morning, and we're going to spread this far and wide so that people can come and enjoy y'all and your artistry. Thank y'all this morning. This was a good start to my day.
Man, thank you, Babz.
Thank you so much, Anthony. I will see you in these art streets.
Yes, you will.
Go fam, go Howard.
HU.
Take good care, y'all.
Same to you.
All right, Harry Jones, we are on our way out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, I got guests every day this week, people. So it's going to be good stuff every day this week. So tomorrow I got the links because the Sisters of the Links. So they'll be my guest tomorrow talking about their upcoming gala, which I will be going to right after I get off the stage from the Schubert with this wonderful New Haven's finest. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe and tune in at 7:00 for the new morning show that we're doing. So tune in and check them out and support them. I'll see y'all.